All right. And we're live. And what? Oh, no, we lost Spider.
What?
What?
We're all back together again.
You put in
We lost
private chat that you couldn't see us. It's because you're not logged in as admin, right?
Oh, I couldn't see the dancing.
Yeah, because you're not an admin. Us cool kids who have admin privileges on our stream can watch each other look ridiculous. We all saw you getting down, though. Sweater Wolf was really into it.
Well, I hope you enjoyed.
Weird moment of live stream surveillance. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to ProfsPlay, a collaboration between the four of us. My name is ProfsPlay, and I am here joining you today with Sweater Wolf, Wizard PhD, and Jay Plays Games as we start to wind down the season, our summer season of D&D. For anybody who doesn't know, we typically do a lot of video game play and commentary on the channel, but this summer it's all D&D all the time, at least for the next couple of weeks. We are winding down this campaign on, what do we say, Wizard? The 19th?
The 19th? So we've got a little time.
August, so.
We're winding down the campaign, but ramping up the tension.
Yes, which is like, I guess, kind of what you want, right? Or at least what I want as a DM. I don't know. I'm into it. I'm pretty excited. We have got, hey, what is going on? Or Jeffrey, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. We got a lot to catch up on today. So without further ado, let me pass it over to our players. I'll be GMing, but I'll be passing it off now to my players just to briefly introduce themselves, who they're playing, and then our little opener question for today. And this is I think a Sweater Wolf special, right? Because we've always talked about that.
Sweater Wolf special.
Our characters letting us know who they are. So what I am wondering is, what is something about your character that you have learned over the course of our campaign that you did not know at character creation? I'm gonna pass it over. It's like kind of weird. I'm gonna pass it diagonally to.
Hey.
If you don't.
Oh my gosh, my puppy is screaming. Hello, Winston.
Jumping at the bit.
When you just can't wait to hear what you've learned about your character.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Hi, I'm ProfsPlay. I have a screaming puppy child that I don't know why he's screaming, but I am also Wizard PhD on the internet. I play Tamari, who is a Swift Stride Ranger and Rogue. I don't know how to say that, but one day I will find the perfect blend of word that I want to describe Tamari as.
Roguer.
Roguer. I don't know. That sounds less intimidating than sometimes Tamari gets a little murderous.
Hello, I'm a roguer.
I think, okay, so I had a weird moment last session that I was not expecting, like an emotional reaction that I was not expecting. It was when we saw, or we spoke to Yari through Makoya, and I feel like I learned that Tamari is actually a little bit possessive, because she kind of got like, who the hell are you? Like, why do I not know about you? Sort of like, I don't think that, or I never thought that Tamari and Yari would have a romantic relationship or anything of that nature. But I think that just the fact of like, oh, I thought I knew you sort of thing, and just being very like upset about it. And I don't know where that reaction came from, but I was like, oh shit, like Tamari's feeling some type of way right now. I think she cooled off a little bit, especially given the circumstances that we're in right now with Lirin. But that was I actually had a reaction in my body that I was like, I don't know what to do with this feeling, because I don't know. It threw me off. So that's what I learned about Tamari last week.
Incredible. Yeah. I love it. It reminds me a little bit of Dimension 20 did like an interview with Marie Charest, and I think they were talking about giving yourself permission to feel during D&D. So that's what that kind of reminded me of. That's really cool.
All right, who should I pass? I'll pass it to Jay, since Sweater's
Hello.
snacking.
We see you. I went to the dentist last week, and they did the dentist thing where they started asking me about my life as they were drilling into my teeth. So, hello, I'm Jay Plays Games. On that happy note, you know about my dental history now. I am playing Tenju Lun, who is a human ranger, who is an older fellow, although I say that where I'm actually not that much younger than him in real life, which is kind of scary. And he is on this journey in large part because his son and he sort of disagreed, and they separated on somewhat bad terms, and then his son was killed, and he's following to find out more kind of about it. I'll answer Prof A's prompt in two ways. I'll give you the mechanical answer, and then I'll give you the sort of narrative answer, what I learned about Lun so far. One is that I probably should have rolled as like a bard or something. What I've discovered is I actually kind of like the idea of like buffing, and like, like part of that has come out narratively. I try to give advice, although it apparently hasn't worked very well. Every time I try to tell everyone to bribe guards, it like we roll natural ones and stuff. But I'm telling you, a bribe will work one of these days. But the idea of sort of supporting and buffing and stuff, the two more competent sort of fighters has been kind of interesting, and it almost feels like that class might have worked a little better. Also because apparently the dice hate Lun as well, so he's rolling lots of ones. The narrative thing, I guess, that I've kind of discovered is that maybe Lun is more willing to accept both new ways and the old ways than I had anticipated. I was going to be sort of pig-headed about stuff, but being kind of obsessed with guns and being willing to listen to what Yari was saying about finding the old ways and stuff, and being open to those things. I guess that's flowed a little more readily for both Lun and for me. So it's been interesting. And when we first started talking about this very thing, and as Prof A said, Sweater Wolf has said multiple times about how you meet your character kind of along the way, and they tell you who they are, and that's been in a very interesting way. That's been very true in my experience. So that's a nice segue. I can keep talking for like another 20, 30 seconds, Sweater, if you need.
I'll stop snacking. Right. I'm just eating. I'm literally just eating a bag of jelly beans. Like, I don't know why.
I can make the transition as you finish your chew.
I'm good. I'm good. I put them down.
Good. Yeah. Okay. So I will happily pass it over. Welcome back, Sweater Wolf.
Oh,
it's good to see you again.
Thank you. Yes, thank you all for taking okay care of Lirin last time.
For trying. We tried.
Hey, I am Sweater Wolf. I'm apparently now a full-time Pokemon Unite streamer because that's all I want to play and stream. And I play Lirin, who is he's a Dragonborn. He is a cleric. He comes from a small village of Dragonborn healers. He hasn't really been out in the world that much. And I think the thing that I didn't expect about Lirin is he's definitely dealt more damage than he's healed, which, I think not just from pulling people apart, but, just kind of generally in terms of how he acts, right? Like he kind of rushes in and, doesn't necessarily think things through, and, was only a little calmer in like the last battle that I actually played him in. Because he had gotten like thrown across the room by a robot and almost like smashed in half. So it's like I think he's a lot more brash than I initially kind of conceived him as. And just his whole, I'll just like walk through. It's fine. Like we don't have to be that sneaky, really. But I think he's kind of learning to temper that a little bit due to the world that everyone finds themselves in. But yeah, I didn't know he was such a. He seems kind of calm, but I think within he's got some stuff going on.
I like it. I like it a lot. When you were mentioning Lun, Jay, I think it's not a surprise. I think at this point, right in the campaign, I watch a lot. I mean, he doesn't release as much new content, but I learn a lot from Matt Colville, YouTuber, in terms of running D&D. And one of the things he talks about is having the central tension, right, of your campaign. And I think it's not a surprise, right, at this point in time, not a spoiler, that one of the sort of central tensions is this tension kind of between new and old, right, tradition and like kind of progress, if you want to put it that way. And it's kind of interesting to see Lun inhabit that. But it's also kind of interesting to see central tensions in like each of the characters' arcs, you know, and kind of the different kinds of things we're wrestling with. It's fun because none of that stuff is anything I can plan for, right? As a GM, but it's kind of fun to see it happen in real time. In real time. All right, awesome. Well, thank you all. Much appreciated. Why don't we get ourselves in the mood, get ourselves situated for our game today. We'll do a quick video intro, as we often do, just to get everybody familiar, or just kind of a little bit of a taste of the contours of the setting, the world, the context that we're playing in, very home brewy. Then after that, we will jump into a little collaborative recap, and then we dive right in to the next point of tension. Next point of tension in the adventure. So let's make it happen. Unless anybody else has any other kind of things to add. Oh, I guess the thing that we always mention is if you're watching live and you're interacting in chat, obviously awesome. We really appreciate it. Thanks for being here. If we don't respond out loud right away, we do apologize. We're mostly focusing on the game for the next couple hours, but we will take some time at the end of the session, try to catch up with chat and hit any questions or comments that we might have missed folks would like us to engage with. That's all I got, though. So anything else from anybody else? All righty. Let's do it then. Where's our thing? Share. Video. Uh-oh, it's like buried now. It's like buried somewhere in my downloads. Here we go.
The world is changing. Magic is fading. And with it, the old ways. Outsiders have come to these lands, wielding weapons of thunder and smoke. They bring knowledge, they say, but at what cost? The strength of our dreams is fading. Even the ghosts of our ancestors are silent. Yet, all is not lost. There are whispers that a new magic is growing. More and more storytellers in the tea houses speak of these wonders. Tales of warriors who soar through the sky like birds. Creatures of living metal, rising from the earth. Some even believe the ways of the ancients are waiting to be reborn. It is into this changing world that our heroes have been thrust. Will they be the ones to preserve the old magic in the new age of machines? Will they seek to restore harmony in the time of growing chaos? Or will they seize the opportunity to gain power untold? This is a new age, an age of storms.
All right. When we last left our heroes, they had engaged on a daring mission to find and retrieve their companion, Lirin, from an unknown kidnapper. How did we get here? What has brought us to this point where the party has been separated, Lirin has been captured, and Tamari and Lun have now to embark on a quest to get him back?
We were at the Tale Tellers. Somehow spoke to Lun's son, who is dead. And then, well, Lirin assisted with that whole thing. and then collapsed. And so we went into the sewers, failed to figure out how to get out of the sewer. I mean, we didn't fail. It was just a struggle to get out. I found some monks. They helped us. We met a little baby dragonborn who was the cutest. Left Lirin there in good hands. Went back to the inn. Some people were looking for us. Lun and I said we were going to sleep, but then separately decided to sneak out. And then we learned that Lirin had been kidnapped. I know I missed a bunch of like fun details in there, but that was my general recollection of what happened.
Well, that's why we got 2 players here to help recollect. What do we miss, Jay? Any interesting little pieces to mention, especially to Sweater Wolf, who is just back joining us after last week?
You're muted.
I am muted. Good. All right. Yeah. Good. I said great, amazing things. I can never recover them. Imagine I said something brilliant. The hands that we left Lirin in were adorable and tiny, and now they're bloodied. So we're good. No, I think that covered the main parts of it. I think certainly for Lun though, the experience of speaking to his son who he thought was dead was shocking, and it still hasn't sort of sunk in yet kind of what happened, but he did hear the words to check on the church. But we've got more important. Yeah. Lirin is in trouble.
Yeah, the church thing was also
hold on one second.
The church was also a reveal that little ones have been disappearing. There was like a lot of stuff that I was like, wait, what is happening in this area? I mean, we knew like little bits, but I feel like there was a lot more revealed last session.
Ooh, I remember something from the VOD.
Yeah.
You're all trying to save Lirin, and Lun said he was really great at handling animals, and then almost dropped him to his death.
Oh my God.
That one stood out to me.
Yeah, that was good. That's good. Well, smaller animals, goats and things, not big dragons, I guess.
Our attempts to get the fish smell to get Lirin to move were unsuccessful.
Yeah.
I'm still struck. A couple episodes ago, you had mentioned the like cartoonish like following the nose. I was just hoping it was going to work.
It was a good plan. It was a good plan.
Yeah. Definitely solid. Okay. Well, if you all don't mind, I am actually going to start today with Sweater Wolf, if that's okay.
Yes.
Because unbeknownst to everybody else in the room, there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening with Lirin that maybe folks have not been made aware of. So we're gonna switch the camera. I'm gonna switch the camera over to you, Sweater Wolf.
All right.
And here is the situation you find yourself in. The excruciating pain that has assaulted your senses for the past several hours has finally begun to fade. When your eyes open, you find yourself standing at the top of a tall stone spire. All around the spire, you see sand dunes, stretching as far as you can tell. Though it seems to be night, the dome of stars above you casts a soothing light over the whole landscape. What would you like?
So I'm like on top of the tower, like high up.
Correct.
Is there anyone? Am I just like by myself chilling up here?
At the moment, you take a look around and try to sense for any presence near you. And there is something familiar. It's not any. You don't see anybody around you, but you are struck with memories of your grandmother, and it's almost as if you can feel her presence, although you can't like physically see her.
I'm gonna try and walk toward the direction of the just the general direction of like where I feel that presence. I guess I don't hear anything, but where I feel that presence.
Okay. You begin to move toward this presence, and a familiar voice echoes in your mind. A voice you have not heard in several months. It is the voice of your grandmother. She speaks in a measured but confident tone, as she always has. Lirin Cha, she says, using the Wujan suffix for endearment. It seems as though we have more in common than we realized. Her voice seems to emanate from within your mind, embracing you in warmth. The voice is silent for a few moments, almost as if expecting a reply.
Lirin's going to, I think maybe not say out loud, but try just kind of like respond to the presence. Just sort of like, I can't believe it's you. Am I dead?
After a few seconds, which pass as if they feel like years, the voice replies, "No, Lirin Cha, you are not dead, and neither am I. We are in the dreaming," she explains, "an aspect of the world beyond, only accessible to a tiny minority of shapers. This power to enter and to shape the dreaming has been a closely guarded secret of our family for centuries. It can skip generations, however, as in the case of your father. He did not know I was a dreamer. He does not know you are becoming one." Again, a few moments of silence.
Is there a reason that this is kept secret?
She waits for a few moments before, again, with a measured tone in her voice, she replies, "This power, it is something that we have closely guarded since the Age of Calamity. For when it falls into the wrong hands, as it has in the past, it can spell disaster for many people," she explains.
What does this mean? Can we use this, us, to help restore magic to the world?
"In time, Lirin Cha," she says, "but it takes time and great strength of will to master this power. I am with you here in mind and spirit, although my physical form is still at the Temple of Dawn, under the watchful eye of your father and his best healers. But where's your physical body, Lirin? Where are you undergoing this trial?"
Well, a very strange thing happened to me. I was trying to help out a friend, and I believe I channeled a dead spirit of a friend's son. It was all very confusing, and we seemed to fuse together, or I channeled him in some way, and after that, everything is very fuzzy. I don't think I remember much of that time. It was I think my friends were trying to help me, but I remember something very bad happening. I'm not anywhere near you though, and I don't know how to get back. I don't know if my friends are okay without me.
Your mind's eye suddenly shifts, and you become aware of the surroundings of your physical body. You feel your weight being rocked gently by the waves. Salty ocean air tickles your nostrils. You feel hard wooden planks underneath you, and you hear voices, angry ones, arguing with one another. "This was not the deal, Yang Lijong," one voice growls. "You were paid to bring us the Shaper discreetly, An open attack on the temple attracts unnecessary attention, one that will cost the church time and resources to silence. Another voice butts in. Surely the price we paid you was worth more than this sloppy work. The sounds of a blade unsheathing. Then a third voice with the contours of velvet and just a hint of venom. Listen here, priest. You asked for one thing, and one thing alone. The Dragonborn, alive and kicking. You feel a blow shudder your ribs, but no pain follows. How many died at the temple? The voice rises in volume and anger. Oh, did you forget how to count? Let me do the math for you. 0. Even the child that came at me with his fucking bare hands. Left incapacitated, but easily healed. Do you understand what kind of restraint, what kind of discipline it takes to do that? Unprovoked, your mind's eye shifts again, and you find yourself, Lirin, back in the dream state.
I am definitely not where I last remember being. I seem to be on some kind of boat with some not good people. It doesn't seem like a very good situation.
Oh, you almost can sense her taking a deep breath. Oh, that cannot be, your grandmother says incredulously. Where are your companions? Please tell me you didn't travel to Magaw alone.
Oh no, of course not. I remember being with them. I remember them trying to help me, but then I think that they might have left me somewhere alone. I remember meeting somebody new. He was you would love him. I don't remember who he was or what his name was. I hope I get to see him again, but I don't know what happened to them. I'm alone on this boat, and they're talking about a price and taking the shapers, and I don't know what it all means.
Again, a deep, sad breath. I am days away from the city, by foot, or else I would come and find you myself, but perhaps what you can unlock in this realm can keep you safe until I arrive. You feel your attention drawn to a figure materializing nearby, a figure that fills you with dread. Look there, you hear your grandmother say. The trial of the mind's eye continues. I can guide you, but ultimately, this challenge is yours to overcome. Instinctively, you turn your gaze toward the entity, which begins to take a material form in front of you. Meanwhile, Lun and Tamari. What am I looking for? I'm looking for music. I'm looking for this in particular. All right. As we talked about last stream, actually, let's just put everybody here, shall we? Ooh, okay. All right, we can work with that. Do y'all have control over your characters here? I hope you do. If not, I can try and fix that.
Interesting. Yes.
Oh, good. Good. Tamari, do you have control over your?
Yeah,
All right.
I do.
Awesome. Okay. Where am I? All right. You arrive under the cover of night, and a light fog. You arrive, at the docks district, under the cover of night, and a light fog blankets the area. A junk-masted schooner is anchored conspicuously separate from the many other ships that are cramped near one another at the other docks. Several hooded individuals patrol the area around the ship. Judging by their movements, they all seem a bit on edge. The rest of the area seems deserted for now, what would you like to do?
Is there okay? So where we're standing is kind of like where the docks start. There's like this house right there, or building right in front of us.
Definitely a building in front of you.
Is there any like gap underneath the dock that Tamari can see? Like crawl space.
I mean, there is. So let's mark it off actually. So like this, you could like get under the dock from here, right? Because this kind of slopes down to the boat. So you could get under the docks from here. You could do the same thing from this point right here. But as you might notice, there seems to be somebody keeping watch over that southern point down there. In particular, this individual.
And this is the boat that is sort of sitting apart from the rest, our sort of target. Okay.
The rest of the docks are just like the ships are like packed together because nobody can leave or come back, right? There's just like massive, insane storms on the horizon, and nobody is going to risk that kind of investment out in the storms. So all the ships are here, and they're all kind of docked. But for some reason, there's no other ship around this one.
Okay, I'll whisper to Lun and say, I think Lirin is on. I saw over there. I think we should get on that boat.
Okay. Have the Northerners discovered the wonderful invention known as cardboard and shaped it into boxes that we could somehow place over ourselves?
In a box, like, oh, nobody look at us. We're just boxes
right,
on the dock.
Yeah, I mean, there's some boxes right here. You know, can we shuffle them around to sort of shield our approach a little?
Like you stay out of the light cone and you're just like, oh, he turns.
Just
I think you can. I think there are several actually underneath, so it's not easily visible on the map. But actually underneath there are a couple of crates over there that are kind of more sort of closer to your size. I mean, that's pretty huge, right? It would be kind of akin to walking around with as a barrel, right? So to speak. But yeah, I would say that there are.
Is there any way that we can see into this building? You know, can we sort of who can I draw? Because I'm thinking, you know, if we can somehow get in and come through this way, maybe. I wonder if that's a possibility.
One more time. I was not.
This.
Oh, I see.
Can we see inside the
color
building?
than that. Yeah, can we see? Is there a way in, or are there windows, or a door, or even like a crack or something in the wall?
Good question. Let me check my GM view super quick. Hopefully I do this correctly.
And a follow-up question. Oh, good. All right. I was going to say,
here's a window by where you started, and it basically lets you see into the place. And it's, you know, a largely empty storeroom. And there's another window, as you can see, right? Oh, you can't see it. You can see right there.
Right there.
And then there's the main door of the place is right here with a ramp leading to it.
Lun is going to sort of point towards the window and see if we can open it.
I'll tap him and be like, but wait, I think I can shoot this guy right here. He's right there. I think I can just go.
So here's that quick question. Do you happen? Are you attempting to move stealthily in this moment?
I am not moving. I'm telling Lun that I want to shoot that guy.
So I think
waiting for his response.
This is a really good time for us to call for stealth initiative.
Oh gosh, I'm good.
So why don't we resolve this by just letting you take whatever actions you want. So go ahead and roll initiative, the two of you, and then for the folks that are visible to you, I will also roll initiative because there's this person right here. Yeah, let's just do that public actually. And then this person. Oh, that's not the right button. Initiative. public. How do we do, y'all?
8.
8.
And that's this one right here, I'm guessing.
Okay. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I was saying the dice don't love Lun, but here they did.
It's coming. We're coming back. Oh man, what's all this? There's like too much. There's too much stuff happening here. Wow, everybody's all up in this. Okay. There's. I don't
Can
know
you
why.
see my roll? Why is my roll? It says you wanted to send the result of this roll to turn tracker, but no valid token was selected. Oh,
you
probably
have to click on your
click
token.
on me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just pretend it was 19 again?
Yeah, you can click and roll again, and then.
Okay.
It's the easiest way to add. Here we go. Add turn.
Or Prophet can do it too. Either way.
Right. Oh, you can't see the turn tracker on here.
I'm breaking stuff as always.
Oh, I'm the one that has to open it. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you
We
can
good.
change it.
We good. Okay, so Lun, you are 19, so you are second. 20, and then. All right. Yeah, that works. Okay. So on this first turn, I can't actually see. Oh, there we go. All right. So we talked a little bit about stealth mechanics in our Discord, but just as a quick reminder, treat this as a basic combat round. So you have your action, you have your movement. If you have bonus actions that apply, you can take those. But at the end of your movement or your action, I guess depending on which goes first, you will have to roll your stealth, and then based on that stealth roll, the individuals that are around you are going to respond accordingly to that roll. On the turn of the non-player characters, they will also take their combat round in the way they choose, if that makes sense. So this looks like this one's going first. Oh, good. You can see my DM. My DM pings. All right. So on its turn, it is going to walk forward again. I don't know. Wait, I'm so. Oh, sorry. My placement of Lun was confused. Walk forward again. It's going to turn. In the fog, however, it is unable to see much further than, I don't know, 15 feet. It's going to turn back, walk, and walk.
Those conveniently placed boxes shielded Lun from the sight.
And that's the end of its turn. So it is to you, Lun.
Hey, sir. Right.
I finally have boxes, so if you need them, let me know.
I would like to approach this window and see if I can open it. I'm assuming the window is big enough for us to go in through, right?
This one right here?
Yes, this window right.
Yeah,
right
it
there.
sure is.
All right. So I'd like to approach that window and see if I can sort of open. Open that window.
You feel around and realize that the window is not locked, and it's very easy for you to open up. The window is now open. What would you like to do?
I'm going to go in through the window.
Okay.
Like
we'll call that window opening and climbing in one action. Yeah, because the opening we call it action. Yeah. So your action taken.
Okay. All right.
And let's call that 15 feet of movement. So you've got 15 more to take if you want, or you can pass it on.
I'll continue over to this kind of window and just kind of peek out and stay kind of low and hidden, but kind of look out and see what the situation is here.
Okay, let's see what that sounded like. Go ahead and make your stealth roll.
Oh no. While I'm trying to find the right button here. Pyralis, thank you so much. Oh, hey, all right, there we go. Not terrible.
What do you got?
A 14?
14.
Is that showing up in Roll20 for y'all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Oh, it is. It is. Okay.
Coffee did give me the opportunity to roll and be on the honor system, but I'm just gonna let the digital die determine my fate today.
The digital doom. No.
That is all good. Oh, no, that's not the button I want. What I want is perception. There we go. Nobody's actively looking for you, so you're being tested against people's passive perception. And nobody hears you as you silently slip through the window and into this empty warehouse. It is now to this character who takes a turn in the direction of the warehouse, takes a step forward, another step forward, another step forward, and they are like they're right outside the window at this point. And they just do an about face, walk right back in the direction in which they came, and do nothing else. Tamari, what would you like to do?
Even though Tamari really wanted to shoot that guy, and now, as she can kind of still see him in her peripheral, can probably shoot him in the back. She'll follow Lun into this building.
You know, if we could open this window, you would have a straight shot right through and could.
All right, where is my? Yeah, I'm gonna move into the window and into the corner stealthily.
Okay, let's see how stealthy.
I'm saying it is stealthy AF. Okay.
Okay, let's see it.
Come on, Tamari, please.
Tamari's live movements.
17.
Oh, nice.
The patrols do not change at all in reaction to your movements, and so they continue along their way. This one, right? Is that where we are? Yeah, this one walking forward to the ship, turning northward, turning around, taking another 2 steps forward. Meanwhile, back in the dreamscape, if I can find it, here we go. Lirin, we are back to you. Oh, this is fun. This is my punishment. This is my punishment for splitting the party. Here we go. Before you, Lirin, an entity begins to take shape as machine parts that you recognize from your battle in the Maker's hideout materialize and reform into a ghastly specter, seemingly held together by invisible threads of energy. With glowing eyes that pierce the night, the entity gazes down at you with its metallic claws. It begins to advance, floating eerily through the air and expanding in size as it does so. What would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna stand. I think I'm not gonna make any moves, but just say hello.
The creature turns its attention to the sound of your voice, but it does not appear to comprehend it. It raises its claws threateningly and begins to advance on you. And that, my dear friend Lirin, is initiative.
Oh, he didn't want to hang out.
Did not want to be friends.
Okay. Hey, it never hurts to find out. Let's see. I just realized I closed D&D Beyond to open Roll20, so sorry about that.
Oh.
Just because Lirin's incapacitated doesn't mean you're not going to roll today.
All right, here we go. Oh boy. Let's see. That is an 8.
An 8. Okay, so we're gonna have you on a. Oh wait, how come? I guess I have to. Oh wait, that's why I can't add you. Okay. All right. We're gonna put you, Lirin, on a separate screen here because you are sort of in a different plane of existence, and the Twitch is gonna come. Actually, Twitch is
Ooh,
Oh,
come with you.
cool.
Let me. That's not the button to add you. All right. Add turn. This thing is gonna roll also. Yeah, let's roll public. Why not? 13. All right. What happened to my track? There we go. Yeah. Okay, this works. So this is like on a slightly separate initiative tracker than the rest of the party. The creature advances on you, Lun. And with its claws, it makes a swiping attack in your direction. The attack passes through your form in a way that you maybe should have expected, not being in the physical world, but you didn't, and the feeling is very strange. Nevertheless, you feel a sense of yourself somehow diminished by this attack, and you take 8 necrotic damage.
ooh. All right.
What would you
We
like?
can do that. Let me see. We'll put the HP in the thingy. So now I'm at. Okay, I'm gonna try to. Let's see. I'm going to. Do I have like? Can I spiritually manifest like stuff that I have?
That is a very good question. And as Lirin begins to contemplate this possibility, once again, you hear your grandmother's voice. Remember, this is not the world of our physical forms. This reality and all in it can be shaped by your mind. Expand the possibilities in front of you, Lirin Cha, and will them into existence. Her voice fades.
Okay, I think Lirin is going to reach down for like where he would keep the automaton arm blade and like, you know, grab onto it and just like have faith that it's there when he like reaches to grab it. Is it there?
You reach down and you feel a strength surge through you. When you pick your hand up, you see that not only is the automaton blade there and present, but it's almost like it's become one with your body. You can will it in and out of existence, and you can move it as though it is an extension of yourself.
All right. Cool. I'm going to try and just like hit back at this thing with the arm blade.
Make it happen.
That was a 15.
Okay. With a 15, you swing the arm blade, and in the same way as the creature attacked you, the arm blade seems to pass through it, and yet the creature's eyes seem to light up, and it too feels a sense of itself diminish. It begins to retreat a bit away from you, and you notice that the creature seems to be taking some damage. We are going to, let me see if I get this right. Okay, cool. I'm sure you're familiar. I thought about this too the other day, Sweater Wolf, when you were asking me about how hurt an individual is. So what I was thinking was if we did, you know, the usual, that tropey 5-tier, barely injured, badly injured, near death, and then this thing is kaput, right? So if you think of those 5 levels of injury, that is what we'll be displaying here on the board.
Sweet.
Go ahead and roll your damage for that.
Oh yeah.
I should ask you first before we decided on what this thing is doing.
Let's see. Let's do that. And that is 6. And then, is it still my turn?
I guess it depends on what you want to do.
I wanted to take a bonus action.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So
Okay.
6. It is barely injured at this point.
Fun. Okay. I am going to try to. I'm going to use my spiritual weapon, which is something I probably don't use enough. So I am going to manifest like another one of these arm blades. But I'm going to try and manifest it. Let's see, melee spell attack. Fatal weapon. I'm gonna try and put it. Let's see, within range. So I can put it kind of like anywhere within like a 60-foot range. I'm gonna try and actually put my other weapon behind, like behind where this enemy is. Like just try and manifest it like behind him.
That is awesome. Oh, I wish I had a token for that. You can draw one. Do you want to draw one on the board?
Sure.
In the meantime, just a quick explainer for Sir Baron Sand. So they cannot see the exact hit points of the creature, but the bar is meant to represent perfectly healthy, barely injured, badly injured, near death. So it's going to be in chunks of 5 is what the players see. They don't see the exact hit points. Okay. While you are...
Cool sword.
Yeah!
This is actually really hard.
with a mouse.
With a mouse.
Ooh, nice.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's good.
That's
Secret drawful
Yes,
again.
that's
Drawful.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's very,
Yo.
very Jackbox-esque.
that is sick, though.
That's good. That's good.
It is
I
excellent.
honestly don't think I could do any better than that. Right? Look at that.
That's good.
All right. So you conjure possibilities beyond what you typically would think of, and a spiritual blade appears behind the creature. It barely turns around, but regards you once again and begins to swell in size until it's several times larger than you. Let's head back over to Lun and Tamari. See how y'all are doing over at the dock. Spider, I'm going to leave you there, but you can check out if you want to go on the VOD. If you want to go on the VOD view, you can see what everybody else
Okay.
sees. This guy just took his turn. Yeah, he just took his little.
He
his
walked, I
little
think, right?
roll.
Yeah. So two questions. One,
Yes.
Prof A, I hope you are not reading private chat because we're.
Don't look at private chat.
Don't look
Just
at
don't do
private
it
chat.
now.
Okay,
Don't do
nope.
it.
Don't do it now. Yeah, don't do it now.
There's space. Got it.
One thing, and this is for the players here. Who has that bag of all the stuff we found in the Maker's cave? There was like candles and wires, and specifically a bunch of ball bearings. I can't remember who has this bag though. Does anyone remember?
I think it's Lirin.
I
was
think it might be
definitely
Lirin.
me, yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, you know what I was thinking. I wonder if you can channel them. Hey, maybe on your next turn. Wink, wink.
Light a candle and
Channel
have a
them
conversation. No, just
through the through the ether.
Fight to regain consciousness. Long
all
enough
of
to,
a
like,
sudden,
throw the
ball bearings just
like,
drop
out of
from the
sky.
sky.
Right, yeah, exactly. Well, you manifest the automaton arm blade. Maybe you can manifest in the world of all right. Rats. Okay. So I don't know. Is it worth trying that other thing that I mentioned? I don't know if that's worth it or not.
I'm
So,
not looking.
gosh.
You will have to
Right.
hide amongst yourselves. I'm not
So I wonder.
allowed to call the chat.
So looking out the window, we can see the ship now. Can we see if there's any evidence of other sentries or guards or anything on the ship. Does it just look like this this two that we can see, or are there more?
So from where you are standing, you can sort of see over the railing of the ship. It does not, from where you're standing, it does not look like anybody is walking around on the deck of the ship. No, you'd be able to see like people's heads or people's top halves. You can't see any of that.
I kind of want to try that thing.
You should go for it.
All right.
I'm in the corner, so.
All right, so
I like this private chat. This is fun.
you can have your secrets, and we'll have ours. All right.
This makes me
All
very
right.
happy.
All right. So Lun is going to. What I'd like to attempt here is to move over towards this window. Oops.
Okay.
I can't really get in that grid, but pretend I'm at that window.
Oh, I think if you hold Alt, you should be able to move yourself like
Oh,
a little
fine.
more
Oh, gotcha. Oh, gotcha.
What?
without
Nice.
what do you call it? Without sticking to the grid. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
Oh
That's
my
nice.
gosh.
Now we're actually in the building, not in the walls. We were also ethereal.
Way too much time in this platform.
Yeah.
Embarrassing amounts of time. I don't want to talk about it.
And from here, how far away is this sentry? Is that roughly arms distance, arms reach?
Yep.
Do it.
You got to use your interact. You can use your interaction to open the window because you can't, unless you want
Right,
to. Like,
right. That's what I'm thinking.
Smash.
horror
So it's-
movie style break through the glass.
Yeah, very. Yeah, right, just like Terminator style or whatever, right? Yeah, because you can see where I'm going with this, right? That I
Freddy and Jason just like
just busting through the wall. Yeah. All right. So
we have to roll it, but yeah,
I'd like to,
your interaction and open it.
but that would count as an action, correct? Where
Just your opening would be your free interaction.
free interaction. Okay, I would like to quietly open that window, interact with that window to open it.
Okay, why don't you roll your stealth roll now?
Congrats.
I think that
All right,
makes the
all right.
most sense.
Come on, digital die. All right, don't fail me now.
Come on, Lun.
Oh.
Oh,
All right. So 13.
13.
Sorry. 13? Okay. Nobody is actively looking for you, so you are against their passive perception, and you open the window without making a noise.
All right. And what I want to try to do now is to grab that sentry and kind of pull him in through the window.
Okay, I do not remember how grapple works, so I'm going to say just go ahead and roll a naked d20 to see if you grab him.
All right. Let's see. That's I can just do that
By the
here,
way,
right?
what does this grab look like? Just out of curiosity.
Kind of as someone who's goat farmed a bunch. It's just gonna, yeah, I know, yeah.
Alleged goat.
Alleged goat farmer.
Oh,
Well, Lirin's much bigger than a goat. This is a small sentry. It's kind of a small
Memories.
guard.
Memories.
Yeah, memories.
Animal handling
Right.
pro.
So just kind of a like around the neck and a like pull in through the window, right?
So you're
right.
attempting to get around the neck throat area.
Yeah. All right. So I think this will work.
All right, go ahead. No.
5.
Okay.
Oh my
all right.
God.
With that,
These goats, oh man, there must have been small goats on the farm. I
Yeah,
guess.
you need
I'm
to
not
like
sure.
grab things that are the size of a goat.
I know, right? Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. Where are the dogs in this city?
the guard does take a step, or the hooded individual does take a step forward, and you just barely miss.
Mm-hmm. Rats.
Could you grab one of those?
Luckily, thanks to your
Right.
thanks to your stealth roll, the sort of the guard feels the breeze of your arms as they reach behind, and they sort of touch the back of their head. They kind of think for a moment, and then they continue on their pursuit.
Okay.
Maybe they're like creeped out now.
It was an owl. It was an owl like swooping by on the docks.
All right.
All right.
Your
Yes,
turn?
I will end my turn there.
Okay. We are on this person right here. I forget, what is this patrol? Here. 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 Once again,
Oh, nice.
very close to the window. Turns around right there. All right. That is to you, Tamari.
Okay. Okay. So climbing through the window would be an action, right?
Yes.
Because the window's already open. Thank you to Lun, even though it didn't work out that well. Okay. Also,
These old
so
bones.
is
I'll
this
also give you opening the window as an interaction. So opening and closing.
right?
won't
Right.
be-
Yeah. Okay.
But moving through would be okay. Gotcha.
Oh
Yeah.
shoot! Wait. Okay. Hold on. Let me think. So is this where you said the underneath was?
You can access it. I mean, I guess there's kind of multiple places.
Or
For
is
me,
this like stairs down? Like what is that?
Yeah,
I guess
the
is
easiest
my
would be,
question.
right here, right? Since the dock, this part of the dock slopes downward, so you could get under these. Wait, sorry. You could get
Okay,
under
yeah.
these guys.
So then
or-
underneath that is where I could move through.
Or if you
Or
could somehow get over here, this is the sort of
the lower.
like a lower floor of docks. You could get under these docks. if that
Okay. Hold on. Let me grab my ruler. Hold on. Where's the furthest I can go? Oh wait, the window's right here. 5, 10.
If you were not going out a window, just for future reference, you could also dash and take double your movements.
Yeah, I know. So I saw the other things, but because I'm trying to get out the window. 15. Okay. 15. Is this a way through to the lower part, or is this blocked?
No, that's like a crane. So you could go right there. Yeah. It doesn't.
Oh,
it's not-
okay.
like the base of the crane is here, and then this is like the high part of the crane.
Yeah. Okay.
But you can go underneath.
Can you sit on the crane and we like launch you into the?
I'll sit on the crane and just start shooting people from up there.
I was thinking like, acrobatically launch you up to the sails and, Errol Flynn your way down. But maybe not.
I mean, there's lots of
Too
there's
many.
lots of things you could do with a crane. So let me just leave it at that.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I'm going to move. That's my full movement, is getting over here in some weird little zigzaggy way, but getting to like right below the crane. So I would like to go through the window and get to that position. So hi, Lun. Enjoy
Hello.
the
Oh man,
play.
you're gonna like drop right past that guy. Okay, I love
Yeah,
it.
that's my plan, is to try to get over here. But how successful I will be, I guess, will be up to the universe.
Well, let's roll the stealth. Let's roll the stealth.
Here we go. Good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes.
Am I feeling inspired right now? I'm gonna wait for combat. I'm gonna risk it. 13.
Okay. Nobody is on the active search, so you are rolling against passive, and you make it to your destination unnoticed. Sorry, I've forgotten how to control what. All right, here. All right. So, cool. I just realized this on my GM combat tracker. I've got everybody, although on the ProfsPlay dummy account, you can only see the current scene, which is kind of cool. All right. So anyway, this guy's going to turn around. He's going to turn in this direction. He's going to begin walking. Tamari, you are on a lower level of the dock.
Please
So he
don't
actually
keep going.
cannot see.
Okay.
He's going to turn here
Gosh.
and here, and that is the end of his patrol. Meanwhile, back in the dreamscape. Hold on. There's so much. Now I'm like very tempted on this third monitor situation. Lirin, what's going on with you? Let's go get Lirin a visit. Okay. So this thing has just expanded in size. It begins to cup its hands together, and you start to feel a bit of your life force draining from you, Lirin. Normal roll. Ooh. As you begin to feel a tug on your inner essence, something inside you awakens and pushes the entity back out. The turn is now to you. It looks a little surprised at the show of power, but nevertheless still seems determined to hurt you. What would you like to do?
I want to also try and be large, like this thing. I think Lirin is going to try to see if he can, like, will himself to also be a giant kaiju.
Okay. This does take your bonus action, but thinking about everything you've been taught as to how to shape the world, and then trying to look beyond the ways that people have typically conceived of the five natures. You think you see yourself. No, you actually see yourself growing in size until you're twice, 3 times, 4 times your original. That is just your bonus action, though. So,
get bigger.
What would you like to do now?
I think I'm gonna use what's around us right now on this. It's just like a steep like drop off of this. There's not like anything kind of around us.
There's like stairs and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
In
like around
that case,
plants growing around.
I think
I was just gonna say, as Lirin sort of asks himself that question, you once again hear your grandmother's voice. The land, sky, and air can become our weapons, she says. Look beyond the shaping spells you think you know, and make this reality yours. The voice is silent.
I think I'm going to try to just like earthbend. Like I don't know how else to say this. I want to see if I can shape like the cliff to like grab this giant, now relatively not as giant to me, creature and kind of like bind it.
Ooh, awesome. What? Roll a spell attack.
Okay.
Roll a spell attack for that.
We'll do. Let's see. Here's hoping. That was a 19.
Ooh, easy hit. All right, I'm gonna give it a save. What's a fair? Actually, how about this, Lirin? You pick. What's the save you want it to make?
Oh,
I've got it saved rolled already, so you tell me what save you would like it to make to avoid being bound by the earth.
I'm gonna say it's a. Wait, is it? It's just made of a bunch of like machine parts, right?
Yeah.
It seems to be. I'm gonna say dexterity.
Okay, that is a 7 for dexterity. So,
Sweet.
your mind wills the earth underneath to shape and kind of explode upward in these kind of rocky tendrils that wrap and bind the creature. Not only is it immobile, but the rocky bindings actually begin to constrict upon the creature. Go ahead and roll a 2d6 if you would please.
I can do that. That's a 4.
Okay. It sort of feels itself being crushed by the earth. And at this point, if I can actually click on it properly, you see that it looks injured at this point. It looks injured at this point. Anything else for your turn?
I think I'm good.
Okay. The creature sort of begins to shrink in size compared to you, although it does not. It seems to be hesitating at this point on a course of action. In the meantime, back in the Docks District, where are we on now? We are at Lun, I think.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Lun. It is to you.
So we've made an important discovery here, and that the boarding ramp to the ship is on the other side of the boat, which is
Indeed.
Well, I don't know if you know that, but I know that. Can you see it from your distance?
That's a good question. Can I see that?
Well, because it changed on my map when I moved my person.
I can see it. I can currently see it, but maybe not
Oh.
in character. Maybe I can't see
That's
that.
mostly a technology thing. Like,
Right.
20 doesn't have very good
Yeah.
dynamic lighting in terms of like placing objects. So
Sure.
it's half,
We'll just say
mine.
Tamari sort of pointed out to it, right? Said it's on the other side, right? Not to put words. I'm sorry. I don't want to put words in.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
But here's what you can see. Here's what you can see. From where you are, you can see that there is no gangplank on your side.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I guess we can understand that.
We can infer, right, from
Yeah.
how far
What you will.
how far like sort of above the water line and away from the dock is the edge of the boat. This sort of railing.
I'm going to say from where you're standing, it kind of looks like it's about 6 feet up. 6 feet in total, like from ground level, 6 feet.
Okay.
Because the boat's sort of, it's like partially submerged. It's a boat.
So, all right, I'm gonna try this other idea I have. These docks, very slippery, right? Kind of like mossy and slick, the oils and fish guts and other things.
They can be. They can be at times. They can be at times, especially after a very kind of busy trading day like today, when there's just sort of had been a lot of people haven't been moving. People haven't been moving very carefully in terms of it. And yes, there's just all kinds of slop, and just other, not even like messy things, but just like disrepair, right? People haven't really scrubbed the decks down very well, scrubbed the docks down very well. So there is sort of some potential slippage.
So Lun is going to move over back to sort of this window.
Okay.
And use the that's right. Use the ability he's been learning to shape water, to sort of manipulate the water that's sort of on the dock, and just to make the finest sheen of water underneath the feet of this sentry, to see if I can, as you know, at his next sort of, when he next starts to walk, to just banana peel it out of there. That's my intention.
That's cool. I like it. Okay. I don't think. Do you have to roll for that? I don't think so, right?
I think it just
you just do
works.
that
I can,
one. Yeah.
within 30 feet, I can a 5 cubic. So I think it just does at will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Why don't you go ahead and draw that for me? If you.
Oh no. Let's see.
Or had somebody draw it for I don't know.
Let's see. All right, I'm gonna try to use like actual blue.
Oh, I think I have a puddle. Hold on. I might be able to save you. Let me see.
Oh, yeah, there you go. You do have a puddle.
Okay.
Let me just delete my stupid thing. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Yeah.
Okay. All right. There you go. You've got a puddle. Anything else on your turn?
So I'm expecting that. No, if he just turns and walks the other way, it should be. I would say, if possible, to make sure that this actually works the way I'm hoping that it works. That it sort of is. So the next step, regardless of whether he goes or it goes whichever direction, that puddle is right underfoot. And then that's it. I think. Yeah, that's the end of turn.
Okay, I mean you've seen. I will say there's no way you can like will that into existence, but you have seen his patrol route.
Just see like going like, oops, I'm going to go that direction. And
So if this has been well placed, and
okay, good, yes,
patrol route, then
well placed, yes, that's my goal.
all right. Anything else?
Let's hope. I'm going to hope really hard. Is that an action?
Cross your fingers. Send good intentions.
Yes.
into the universe. All right. The guard, as on his path, he is going to walk forward right onto very slippery puddle that you have created. We're going to give him a dexterity save. Dexterity save. Oh my goodness. So he slips. Almost face plants, but he is able to himself. He looks a little confused as to how he might have missed that puddle in the first place, and then begins to turn. Oh, that's not him. Begins to turn. I can't grab him without grabbing the puddle.
He takes the puddle with him.
Can the puddle go with
and
him?
slips infinitely.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Follows there just for a hot second.
Sure.
He turns upward, and it seems as though his patrol has shifted. He takes a step forward, another step forward, and he wins.
Rats.
Tamari,
Ooh.
it is to
Okay.
you.
Are these like portholes? Is there a porthole or something on this ship that's open? That's what I'm.
Yes. Give me a second to tell you where they are. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad I do this. Okay. I can mark them. You can draw, right? So you've got one here. You've got a small one here. I highly doubt a fully grown adult could squeeze through it, but you never know.
Someone should shrink me to a tiny
right.
Tamari.
So there are three. The one up top is the one that is the most obviously sized for a fully adult kid.
Okay, and then the dock is like. So if I were to come off or like jump off the dock into the water, or something to that nature. How high is it? Would it make a big splash? Would my stealth accommodate for the splashing that happens?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's not super high up off the ground. I would say between that dock and like the surface of the water is like maybe 2 feet, but I would still consult the dice as to whether as to the degree of splash you make. Although you can indeed take some precautions if you would like to try and mitigate.
Okay. Tamari would like to find like a post or something and try to scale down the post to gently go into the water. And so I want to kind of like I don't know if this is a spot to do that sort of scaling, but that's kind of where
I would say so. I think if we like actually zoom in on the map, it like looks like there's like a post.
Yeah. Okay. That little square thing. Okay.
right, go ahead and roll it. Let's make it happen.
Oh, let's hope. I'm still risking it. Oh, a natural 20, 25.
Ooh,
Nice.
Ooh,
Very
ooh.
nice.
You, I don't even know what kind of animal to compare this to. But we'll just say very stealthily and silently, you slip down into the water, and because you rolled a natural 20, it almost happens as sort of an extension of your sort of regular movement, such that it does not cost your action this turn.
Oh,
You have
snap.
a main action remaining.
Okay.
Do you have swim speed?
I don't. That was my next question. So I don't have a listed swim speed.
Okay, so then you can swim at half of your movement. So for every 1 foot of swimming, it costs you 2 feet.
All right. So whoops. Tamari is in the water over here.
Yeah, we can't represent depth very well, but
Then
you're in the water. You're in the water.
I'm going to move. Oh, Fs. Okay. So I'm gonna move. Actually, okay. So okay, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move up,
Okay.
like, because that I could be at this point, like I could be under this dock area. Like if I swam over here, I could be under that. Okay, so I'm gonna move. So I don't know how this is gonna be represented, but I'm gonna move over here underneath the dock and use my action to hide.
Okay, that's a good question. How is this going to be represented? I don't know. Do we here? I guess we could do something weird like this. We just like darken you in color, and that's like now you're like underneath. Okay, so hiding, I believe, gives you a +2 on your stealth roll for the. Oh wait, you've already made your stealth roll. All right, so we'll just give you a
okay.
on your next stealth check.
Okay.
Because you're already in here and you're silent, so nobody is any more aware of what is going on at the moment. This guy hasn't gone yet, has he? This. Oh man, where am I? There we go. The sentry is just going to continue along his merry way, taking a step forward, another step forward. Oh, how do I turn this around? About faces, takes a step back, and is astonishingly in front of the window again. In the meantime, back in the dream world. ProfsPlay Twitch, back over to Lirin. You notice the creature shrink a little bit in size, and is once again going to take a swipe at you with its claw. Ooh. You sort of see this claw move towards you, almost as if it's in slow motion, just very, very obviously projecting its intentions. The claw gets close, but it misses Lirin. And why does it miss? What is the cause of this miss? Oh no,
you're muted, I think.
I think Lirin actually just is really like vibing with the dream world now and just kind of like perceives it coming and kind of just like steps out of the way. Just like, oh, interesting.
Yes, almost. It's like one of those Aikido masters that just like does like the little.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like Lirin makes like a little foot shift and like turns his body, and the claw, sharp and dangerous as it looks, just kind of harmlessly grazes the air in front of Lirin. You almost like feel like a little bit of the wind tickle your snout as the claw passes by, but other than that, it whiffs completely. What would you like to do?
So Lirin's going to use his breath weapon to just kind of like attack this thing, but instead of, so typically he's kind of like a Blastoise or something, like he's just like water. I think he's going to try and believe that his breath weapon is actually ice, as it is on the character sheet, and like breathe, like just try and freeze this thing in place in like the sort of like ground that it's like kind of trapped in, like trying to just like freeze it in there into one like solid block of just like earth and robot parts and ice. So that's going to be a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Constitution. Let me get my saves. Ooh, 15.
Oh, that saves for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So on a save, let's see. That's going to be 2d6, half of that. Go ahead and roll. So it's going to be a 4? 4, yeah.
Okay. The breath hits the entity, and it sort of begins to slow down as the icy breath explodes, raining shards of ice all around it. You can tell at this point it seems fairly injured. It's not going to take a whole lot more to bring this thing
I'm
down.
not done yet because Chekhov's sword is still like floating. Chekhov's arm blade is still like floating back there.
With summon weapon unless you intend to attack with it. So here we go. Chekhov's arm. Chekhov's arm.
Set it up in the first round. It's the third round. You did it.
Okay, I am going to try and bring this arm blade down from behind.
All right, roll it.
That's a 12.
12 makes. 12
Ooh.
just barely makes.
Excellent. It's going to be this plus. I'm going to add. I don't know if it's going to add for me, but it's actually going to be this plus 2. So that is 6 damage.
Okay. 6 damage. All right.
Oh wait. Sorry, hold on a second. Oh wait, no, I did that right. I did. I just realized I could have had it add, but it's right. It's right.
6 is correct. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So the creature has got all its attention focused on you. Little does it see, sort of, but you can see over, I guess what you might call its shoulder, your spiritual weapon just sort of menacingly rise up into the air and come down in a powerful slash. The creature is not expecting it at all, and yet it feels itself being cleaved in half. The blade rematerializes behind it, and it sort of begins to pull itself together. But at this point, its visage is kind of flickering in and out of reality, and it's very clear to you at this point it is not long for this world. You almost can sense a bit of panic in the creature as it attempts to move itself away from you and shrink down, almost as if it's trying to gain a little bit of an agile advantage on you. That's the end of its turn.
Oh, okay.
What would you like to do?
How small is it now?
It's like, let's call it large. It's called a large size. So if we had a grid on here, it'd be 4 squares. If we had hexes,
You're
relative
huge.
To me. Yeah, relative to me.
Could you put it in your pocket?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
4 times its size right now, or it's a quarter of your size.
Okay, a quarter of my size. Oh, okay.
You're still pretty kaiju that right now.
Okay. I kind of just, it's like right on that cliff edge. I want to try and like just punt it
Yes.
With the iron, just like take a swing at it and see if I can punch it off the cliff like a golf.
Like a tail
Are
swing.
you gonna kick it?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Go ahead, roll.
Wait a second. It's my turn again. That was the completion of a turn, so I never have another bonus action. I'm gonna try and use the spiritual weapon to punt it off the cliff.
Oh my god! Wait, like golf? Like
So
golf.
that's my question. Is the spiritual weapon going on its own, or is it coming into your hand as you just like tee up and like, get ready?
No, it's going on its own. It's so much weirder. Like as Lirin just like is
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
standing where he is.
Go ahead and roll the attack, but do not tell us the result.
Okay.
Because as the sword goes and tees up, the camera, if we're breaking the fourth wall here, the camera switches back to the docks. And it is, I don't even know where it is. Is it to Lun?
I think it's
back
the
to
Lun.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
So I've seen Tamari make that really stealthy move into the water. I can kind of gather what her sort of intention is. I can see where she sort of moves. So I think the best bet now is to sort of try to set up, not trigger it yet, but set up some like a distraction. There's some empty bottles and boxes and stuff here in the sort of the corners of the sort of warehouse and stuff like that. And I'm just going to sort of stack them somewhere near this window in case it's time to sort of distract these guards on her behalf. So I'm going to sort of just shuffle off and futz with stuff.
So in D&D terms, you are holding your action. What is the trigger for your action? Let's do that publicly.
Is the trigger Tamari is sensed? Like
It's kind of like watching out the window to see if
I'm kind of peeking out the window to see, do they see her? Is there anything happening? And if I need to throw a glass bottle, I can sort of throw it over kind of this direction.
Okay, so we've got your trigger, we've got your action. You're going to make a bunch of noise in that direction.
If needed, right? I don't want to do it yet, but yes, that's the trigger. Yeah.
That's the trigger. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else on your turn? That was your main action. I don't know if
that was my main action, yeah. No. Bated breath. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Cool. This guy is going to turn in the direction of the warehouse that you're in. He's going to walk toward it. He's going to turn and just kind of almost comically about face away. Take a step, and then just kind of regard this puddle that's over here. Just like scratching his head, really, really confused as to where did this thing come from and how did he almost wipe out on it. It is to you, Tamari. What would you like to do?
Oh no. Okay, if I were to try to climb into this porthole thing, that's accessible from the water for me, right? Like I could, or would I have to climb up the ship to do that?
I would call for an athletics check.
Okay. All right.
We'll treat that as part of your movement, but I'd call for an athletics check.
All right. I am going to attempt that. Moving out of my hiding spot to try to.
The porthole?
Yeah.
At the ship.
Where's my stealth? There we go. And then I'm going to add 2 to this. 13.
Nobody is actively looking for you, and nobody changes their orientation to you whatsoever.
Okay, and then here I can make my athletics check.
If you would be so
I really need to get to Lirin. So I would like to be so inspired as much as Tamari Swift Stride Ranger Cat can be. for this athletics getting up into the porthole.
Okay. You are so inspired. Make that check.
Man. Okay, well, 15 is the with advantage roll.
Okay. With 15, again, inspired by the deep desire to go and protect her friend, Tamari summons all the strength she can. She finds little finger holes, almost like little the gaps where the wood has aged, and uses that to get a couple of handholds, turns them into toe holds, and she is at the porthole. You can open this thing up with your interaction if you want to, and I think you have enough movement to get inside if you so desire.
Yes, I would like to open and get inside.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Yeah, not to add more, maps and situations to.
Two maps. If we thought two maps were weird to run, get ready. Because Tamari, hold on, where's the best place? What have I done to myself?
Splitting the party. Now we're split it 3 ways.
Wow. Okay.
I am getting punished.
I'm very impressed, by the way, that you're managing this with the initiative trackers and stuff.
I brought this upon myself. But yes, you now find yourself inside this mysterious ship.
Sweet.
In the meantime, back in the dream world, Sweater Wolf, how did that roll go for the weapon?
Not as cool as I thought it would be.
Oh no.
That was an 8.
Let me see. Gonna put ProfsPlay over there too. Yeah. All right. The weapon moves in the direction of the Spectre. It attempts to golf punt it off of the cliff. Unfortunately, the weapon whiffs and it is unable to strike. However, if that was your bonus action, I think it's still your turn to take a main action. And your movement,
is.
if you so desire.
I'm gonna try and do the earth bending thing again. But to try and see if I can hit it with some like earth punch it essentially off of the cliff. I really just want this thing to go over the cliff.
I'm into it. Go ahead and make your spell attack.
All right. I'll do it is guiding bolt again. Dang, another 8.
Okay. A column of earth erupts out of the ground, moves in the direction of the entity. Its transformation, however, into a smaller form seems to have paid off because it is able to dodge that strike. And now, at this point, begins to weave itself back toward you, sensing that it perhaps does not have much longer to live on this earth. It hurls its entire being in your direction. And once again, with that very practiced step, you move to the side and it passes harmlessly. At this point, it is it's over hereabouts. And somebody's at the door, so I'll be back in just. Oh wait, no, my partner's here. No, we're good. We good. Okay, so it's now there. Right. Let me actually shut this door.
We can talk amongst ourselves.
I know. I was like, can we scheme
Oh,
real quick?
he's back.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Wasn't much time for scheming. We were going to scheme, but
Oh, sorry.
2 steps.
Took away. You can count it. All right. It has been unable to hit you. Back to you, Lirin. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna stop trying to be fancy. I'm gonna just like try and hit it with my arm blade, just like to knock it off the cliff. Hopefully.
Okay. Go ahead and make that attack.
It's an 11. Jeez.
All right. You swing the arm blade, but once again, its agile form manages to dodge, and it takes no damage.
Shoot, maybe I should have gone small too. The strategy worked that it had. I didn't think it was going to.
Can you get so large that you just take up the entire space and it just falls off? Like, can you just keep getting bigger and
Just
bigger?
nudge it off.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. I'm gonna try that next time.
Something to think about. Something to think about. Okay, wait. Oh God, what have I done? What have I done?
Sorry, I mentioned in our private chat that I'm trying to do absolutely everything but combat for some reason.
I know. We should have just shot
Let's trip
them.
this. Let's trip this.
Been so much easier.
Yeah, we could have ended this in 2 rounds probably.
So you. Oh wait, where are we now? We're on. I forget. I totally forgot.
I think it's. I don't think he's
other
gone
guy.
yet.
Yeah.
No. Okay. He's going to take his turn. He's going to walk forward. He's going to wonder for a moment why the porthole on the ship is open, and begin to
I did close it.
take a few steps in that direction. Now he is looking sort of questioningly, trying to sort of peer into the ship. It's kind of dark in there though, so he's not doing a great job. What was your last stealth was a 13, right?
13, yeah.
Yeah, he's having a hard time seeing what's going on in there. So he's still looking, but he hasn't figured out what he's looking for. That's it for him, and we are back to you.
Oh my gosh.
What would you like to do?
I don't think it's worth pulling the distraction just yet. Is there a sense of, is he just sort of looking, or is he really, I'm not sure I can see it from here.
Like his attention is like on it. He's like kind of laser focused on it.
All right.
One might argue got a little bit of tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision, okay.
How do we simulate that? I'll take care of it. You do it.
That's right. All right. So, I think the options are to trigger that distraction and throw a glass bottle or kind of over here, or if he's got tunnel vision, I can probably make my way out. Although, why is that doing that thing? I don't know. That's going to help me here.
Oh, are you going to follow the Tamari path?
Yeah, that's what I don't know that's going to help at all. I think my best bet is to just be a distraction. I've got something in mind here. So I'm going to sort of toss, there's a glass bottle I'm holding, sort of a pitcher-like bottle. I'm going to sort of toss it onto the ground so that it breaks pretty noticeably kind of over here where I'm pinging.
Okay. The window is open. It is not terribly difficult, but I'm still going to ask you to make an attack roll, just to be sure you get it through.
What should I use for that?
Just your standard attack. Sorry, use your range attack. Excuse.
So this one?
Range attack, yeah.
Oh! A natural 20.
Wow.
Ooh. Wow. Well, you tell me then, Jerry. You tell us what it is your nat 20.
So,
by the way, C to beat was 5.
Oh my gosh.
All right, good.
So tell me.
So
what does your nat 20 look like?
First, I want to make sure that there's nothing in it. It looks like some good plum wine this time, not rice wine, which is my favorite plum wine. Just make sure it's empty first. I mean, it's just sort of tapping the bottom just to make sure, and then sort of very casually, sort of underhand chucking it right out the window. I want it to try to get as far kind of over this way as possible. I'm hoping to sort of get their attention heading this direction.
Okay. The bottle breaks, and both of these individuals are alerted to the sound. I'm going to see if I can very quickly do this. Yes. So he turns in the direction of the sound that you just made, as does this person. This is probably not super necessary, but it's fun.
No, I like the colors. It makes it more stressful.
You can assume the color, right? We have our little 3 tiers, right? So now we're tier. They were at 0, now they're at 1.
1. Okay.
Of the awareness. All right, it is a resounding success, and this person starts to actually have to alt this because it's going to look weird if I put him on the grid. He starts to move over and he's like, "What in the hell?" I don't know why he has that accent. He's like, what in the hell was that? And he kind of begins to move. I guess that the bottle kind of landed off map, sort of. So he's like looking and like trying to see where that came from. In the meantime, we are at Tamari. You find yourself inside the ship that has been docked, silent, except for sort of down the hall. You hear voices that are arguing with one another and seem to be increasing in volume. Other than that, you feel solid plank underneath your feet. You can sort of feel rocked by the waves in the ocean. But other than that, you have your free reign of how it is you want to navigate.
Okay, so which is this stairwell going up or down?
This is going up to the deck.
Okay,
Like
so it's on the bottom part, or the bottom part is where it starts going up.
Yeah, so this is the bottom of the staircase, so to speak, and then this is the top of the staircase. In fact, maybe we should
direction. Yeah, the arrow.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, so that's the direction of the. Yeah.
And the voices I hear are coming from which direction?
The voices you hear are coming from. Oh crap! That's not the right. Here we go. They're like emanating from like this doorway here.
Oh, there's a door there. Okay.
Yeah, this is a dead end, and then this is a door.
All right. Oh man, I don't want them to see me. Like, what if they come out and then they're just like.
How well constructed is this ship? Is it sort of like a junk, or is it like a flagship kind of,
The rigging is junk ship rigging, but the ship itself is a pretty well built schooner.
I say you could peek through a crack in boards, but
Yeah, I wanna. Can I hear the conversation, or will I have to be closer to it? I'm trying to gather more information.
At this point, you can just make out the. Actually, let's find out. Let's find out how much you can hear. Why don't you roll a perception? This is an audio-based perception. So unfortunately, you will not be able to use the glasses.
All right. 11.
11. Okay. With an 11, you can tell that there are 3 voices arguing with one another. You can also tell that 2 are male and 1 is female, but other than that, you cannot sense any more about the conversation.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move. And does this door have a window?
Sorry, where are we?
Oh, I moved to the, because this is a door right here. So I moved.
Yeah.
Does it have a window?
Oh, it's just a doorway. It's open.
Oh, it's a doorway.
Yeah, it's a doorway. It's open.
Okay, I'm gonna. Tamari's determined. I don't know. Lun will save me if something bad happens, right? I'm gonna move kind of like right here. Oof. whatever, like at the doorway.
Okay. From where you are standing, you can see at this point the three individuals that are arguing with one another. One of them is dressed in robes that seem to be dyed in a blood red. The other two are wearing white robes with hoods that are adorned in gold. Not too different from the garb of the members of the Church of the One, although certainly less fancy than what Father Damiso was wearing, less complex.
Okay, but I don't see any signs of Lirin in this room.
Okay. So from actually from where you are, you can actually. Why don't you roll your perception from here?
Okay.
This is visual.
All right, 19.
Whew, 19. With a 19, you can see that. Oh, wait. Did I do that wrong? Hold on, I might have done that wrong. Explorable darkness, reveal. Ooh, I almost did that. Did that do anything? I didn't do it.
I see the front of the ship now, or like that point part, but I don't.
Okay.
They're still a little fuzzy.
Let me fix this. What you should see is that. And you can see that Lirin lies incapacitated on the ground as these three individuals argue amongst themselves with one another.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Do I see like a hiding spot in this room?
This is the like one of the masts that kind of goes down like through the ship, so you could kind of Pink Panther squeeze your way behind.
Oh, I am a Pink Panther for sure. Okay,
Trap House Pink Panther.
Yeah, I would like to hide as, however, I don't even know how my body shapes. Apparently, that's also something Tamari can do since I did that last time in
We're
the shadows.
still technically in stealth initiative, so go ahead and roll that stealth and let's see how it goes.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. 11.
Let me see. I actually have to double check because I don't know how well that went. Let me check everybody's perception. Ooh. With an 11, you take a step and the floorboard creaks ever slightly. Now you see that she is a woman. Turns around and kind of looks you over. There is just for a moment a hint of surprise in her voice, and then very quickly she recomposes herself and speaks to you in a voice tinged with venom. Who are you, and what are you doing on my ship? She accentuates the last three words as if they are separate sentences. In this moment, the camera switches back to Lirin. Lirin, what are we doing over here?
Wake up, Lirin!
Okay, I'm gonna try and get so large that this thing is edged off of the cliff.
Yes. Yes.
Lirin's going to will himself to become even more of a kaiju than just
Cosmic proportions.
Lirin concentrates on that thought, and for a few moments, nothing happens. Then you hear the voice of your grandmother say, "You have done well, Lirin Cha." And Lirin swells to twice his size, then quadruple his size, then to the point where he's just barely
Breaks the universe.
Able to keep balance on this column, and just sort of almost like it's a like it's a bug that needs to be swatted. Kind of your tail almost instinctively just whacks this specter, and it goes flying off of the side of the spire, potentially never to be seen again.
I was gonna say that's a very like soap opera ending where it was not. We didn't actually see it die.
It's more like an anime, like Team Rocket. Just like, they're like, just in the horizon now. Maybe to return next episode.
You hear once again the voice of your grandmother. You have overcome the first trial of the mind's eye, Lirin Ka, as have those who have come before you, as I once did. Use what you have learned wherever your journeys take you. And with that, your mind's eye closes and your physical eyes open, and you find yourself surrounded by 3 individuals looking down at you at what seems to be the below decks of a ship. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness I can put you back on the same. I can put you back on the same thing as somebody else.
Oh my goodness.
We're still dealing with 2. We're still dealing with 2 maps here. But you awaken to see 3 individuals standing over you, and out of the corner of your eye, you sort of move your head, and you can see another figure in the back. You can't quite tell who they are, but they seem to be kind of standing in a doorway, blocking the light from the outside, and that actually feels like a pretty good place to call it.
Oh my goodness.
For today.
Yes.
We got reunited, at least.
We did. I mean,
Oh.
we almost got away with the stealth thing. The rolls actually were going pretty well.
Yeah, they were doing
until
well.
the end.
Till that important one. Yeah.
Yeah, the important one.
Oh. Well, that was interesting. What did y'all think about that experience? I have thoughts, but I'll wait. I'm curious.
I liked being in the dream world. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I know we've talked about that idea of don't separate your players and stuff too much, but that was kind of the intercutting was pretty cool. The way that it sort of went back and forth and made some tension. What was going to happen with Lirin swelling to cosmic proportions and stuff. I mean, that it was it made it feel a little more, I don't know, cinematic or something, in the fact that you're not totally sure where that's going to go, and it like pauses for the next one. That was cool.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Awesome. That was the dream. That was the hope. Yeah. I was like, oh man, I hope it suck. Oh, thank you, Sir Baron, saying much.
Baron, yeah, thank you.
Much appreciated. I like the way you thought through that. If I'm being 100% honest, I had 0 solutions in mind for you. I was like, let me just Lirin the instant deal with the 2 of you, Jay and Wizard. I was like, here's the situation. I don't know how they're going to solve it. I'm not going to figure it out for them.
Yeah, I mean, looking back at it, we probably should have just shot him, but Tamari was right.
You know what I thought was super funny was the private chat we were all talking in, because it's like usually like the asymmetrical knowledge in D&D is the knowledge the GM has. So it was really interesting being like, oh, we're plotting. We couldn't do that IRL. Like I thought that was really interesting.
I mean, you told me not to look at it, so I'm not going to look at it.
Thank you.
Well, you can look at it now, I guess. Like, it's already over for your entertainment.
We're actually just talking about you the whole time. Never look at it.
That's right. Yeah, delete. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I've never played D&D really, but the thing about D&D is that you can attempt, within reason, kind of anything, right? And so for some reason, I really wanted to try to do something other than shoot an arrow, try to do a thing, right? Like, can we come up with a clever solution? Make this. None of them seem to work, but grab the guy and knock him out. Put the water, like make him trip and fall, make him distract him and stuff like that to just get, because if you're playing the Final Fantasy remake or something, you can't do that. You just go into combat and do your thing, right? I don't know why I'm picking on Final Fantasy. Just But like a video game, a more standard kind of video game, your options are much more limited. And so playing with that freedom really is kind of interesting. And unfortunately, the die weren't working quite the way you need them to, but it's okay.
Yeah, I still thought they were great solutions, though. Great little narrative moments. I think it all makes for a great story, which is why I like it so, regardless of how the dice roll.
I have 2 more tricks up my sleeve for next week in case. We'll see if we need to use them. Yeah, I've got 2 ideas.
Really?
Yes, we will
Because Tamari is just
we're still slightly split as a party, but I'm glad we were able to go from 3 screens back to 2. I think that's like a little bit more manageable.
Yeah.
Well,
that's super cool because like Lirin was there the whole time, but like also, so we had the cuts back and forth, and so it was like a nice sort of like coming back to like reuniting. It was fun.
I'm excited to see what happens next week.
Yeah.
This is cool. This is fun. Thank you, as always, for playing inside my nonsense world, for playing in the bounds of my sandbox.
Absolutely.
That was good. Like I said, I was a little on edge. I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work. It's actually the first time I've run a split party in this way. So pretty interesting. Pretty fun though. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm surprised we did not set them off though. Like, to be honest, like I know that we did pretty well stealthily, but every round we had on our side, I was just like, okay, this is it. They're gonna see us. We're not gonna get away with it.
I would say you did not set them off yet.
I was gonna say
I will say that for next week. Nobody's incapacitated. Everybody's still walking around. So.
Yeah. The attempted grab.
Feels like a nice little cliffhanger.
Yeah.
It's an interesting balancing. I will say it's a really different experience running D&D, just purely running it versus like running it for a stream, because there are other like constraints that I have like in my mind. But overall, I thought this was awesome. This was super fun.
Good session.
Yeah. I'm super excited. Okay, well, quick self-promo before we sign off. Thank you, by the way, to everybody who came through, hanging out in the chat. I think we have like a bunch of thanks to give out, right? Or Jeffrey came through, Fisticuff, Sir Baron Sand, Pyralis. Were there some subs or gift subs going around that we should give thanks for?
Pyralis.
Yes, Pyralis. Yes.
For the 5-pack.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Including one Prof A.
Oh no!
What a magical moment! All the profs are now subbed to their channel.
Spider-Man pointing GIF JPEG is broken.
I missed. There's one more person that I missed. Right? How do you say this? Is it Sentinai?
Sign and tie.
Wow! I can't read sign and tie. Awesome. Well, thank you for coming through, and thanks to everybody who happens to be watching the VOD after the fact. We also appreciate you. Where can we find each of y'all next? Sweater, where can we find you?
DK, I'll probably break down and stream some Pokemon Unite spontaneously at some point. So, check my Twitter or something. I don't know. Go watch the people that have schedules. So, Wizard, where are you going to be?
follow Sweater Wolf. Things. Follow her so you can find out where she's going to be.
Oh, yes. That's the best way.
This is my last week of summer schedule, so I am live on Friday, 6 p.m. That's tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time. I'm playing an indie game called Omno that I'm really excited about. It's by Studio Inky Fox. If you just like go search it, like the color palette in and of itself is like basically why I added it to my wish list. And I tried out the demo. It's really cute. It's a little I don't know what the story is, but I'm excited to find out what the story is. And then on Saturday, I think I'm going live at 2 p.m. Pacific time, but if I'm not, you can check my schedule on my channel. I think it's 2 p.m. I'm playing Lost at Sea by Studio Fizbin. So those are a couple games to round out the weekend for me. And then
nice.
Oh wait, Prof A, did you say?
Very cool. No, I will not be streaming tomorrow. I've got family in town for the next couple of weeks. I'll be only streaming once a week, just Mondays, from now until the for the next couple of weeks. So you cannot catch me in a bar, but you can catch me on Monday, 4 to 6 p.m. on my stream. Have no idea what I'm going to play, but as always, follow and perhaps you will find out. Jay, take us home if you would please.
Oh, yes, thank you. I am actually working. I've got a little window where I may actually be streaming. My brother has convinced me to potentially stream XCOM 2, which I have only played about an hour of. I like the first one. He has been ragging on me to play it, so I may stream it a little bit next week. Check the Discord or something. I'll make an announcement. Otherwise, you can catch all of us once again trying to figure out a way out of this mess. It's 6v3 apparently, both on and off the boat. So you can find out how we get out of this mess next week at our regular time, which is 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, and all the variations therein next Thursday. And we will see you then.
Awesome. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Okay.